Hey everyone, Sideswipe84 here. I'm doing a third-party add-on slash upgrade review. In this review, I'm taking a look at products from Laser Moon Studios, a new company I've seen on Facebook. They also have an Instagram page, and I'll link those down in the description below. I got a few kits for them. I got one weapons kit for Siege Blue Streak. I got a filler kit for Siege Ratchet, and I got an add-on upgrade kit for Siege Sideswipe. And we'll take a look at these each individually. And in this review, we'll be taking a look at the add-on upgrade pieces for your Siege Sideswipe. Alright, so now with our Sideswipe here in front of the camera, we will now apply the filler pieces and show off his upgraded weapons. As you can see right now, if we look at my Sideswipe, half is undone with the filler kit, but half has already been done with the filler kit. So we can sit there and take a look and see what you will get. You'll have a piece here to fill in this piece. Then on the inner thigh, you'll have a piece here to fill in the gap there. Then down here, you have a piece here to fill in this little gap here. On the outside, you'll have this piece here, which hides that. And then you'll have a piece here and here, which will hide these ports, which are used for your weapons and the weaponizer. So if you want to keep using your weaponizers, don't apply some of these pieces because they will plug the holes for your weaponizers. Now coming to the back, you see we have one half of the spoiler tabbed in. I have a piece here on the back that will cover this back here. And the piece on the inner forearm to hide where the hand goes in transformation. So what we'll do is we'll take the other pieces and we'll go ahead and apply them. This piece here is used for your inner shin area. So what we want to do is untab this. You want to go ahead and bring his foot down. And this here, you want it with this little molded lip here to slide in. Like so. Close his foot. And close this piece back up, tab it in, and there you go. Now we'll do the piece here on his inner thigh. So we'll take this piece here, and then we'll just friction it in. It's kind of just holds by friction, sort of tabs in, locks in. We'll just push that piece in. Now come to the outside here. So we want this piece here with the extra line in the middle to go right there. So we'll find that piece on my table. There it is. And we'll just peg that right in. Now we'll want to fill these ports here. So we'll take this little black strip one. Has this peg shape here. When you'll just push that in. Like that. Then if you want to fill the other one, which I think I will gladly do, because to me, Sideswipe, he doesn't need an outside weapon here. So we'll go ahead and just push the piece right on in. So now we'll fill in the forearm. So we want the piece that looks like this. Turn around this way where it has this little molded piece here with these little lines in it. That will now just wedge right on into there. Like so. Now we need a piece here. So we'll take the smaller of the two white pieces. And then just this little curved little hook that goes around the mushroom peg that's in the arm. So it will still allow the movement to happen. Turn around, we have the back side, which now you take the wider piece and we'll tab that one in. So that piece is now tabbed in. You take the other spoiler and we'll just want the flat side to the bottom, the angled side to the top. This will go into the bigger part here. And this is really the only spot where I have any problem with this filler kit or an upgrade kit, because it's got this upgrade piece right here. That will just turn this one over. and kind of shake them, that piece will fall out fairly easily. That's the only problem I do have with that. Alright, so I'll put Sideswipe back down. See, it fell out again. Let's put them down. That's the only piece that gives me any kind of problem with the set. Now you also get a new shoulder cannon. Has a white missile on the front, red on top, black here, gray right here, and it just tabs in to either side you want. So we'll just pick this side, tap it right in, fits perfectly fine. And it comes with a new sort of G1 styling weapon. And this just either hand pegs right in beautifully. Hold it up. Now we'll test real quick to see if it supports any kind of blast effect. These are actually from the new Cyberverse figures. I can wedge that right on in. And we'll take one from Siege. We'll try that one out. Pegs in beautifully. Siege actually fits better than the Cyberverse ones. So I'll try the shoulder cannon and see how that fits with the Siege. Yeah. Doesn't go on very well so far. Maybe if I wedge it on there a little bigger. Wedge it on there a little bit better. Now that's not really working. The hole on these are a little bit smaller. But we'll try the ones from the Cyberverse. And I think that might work a little bit better. Nope. You're wrong, dude. Maybe the second part of the blast effect. Now that will work. Now the Cyberverse blast effects actually come in two parts on a lot of them. And that second part here, with the wider opening, will fit over that. So there is Sideswipe with his new weapons and his filler kit applied. Now he does have this piece here, which goes on the bottom of the car in vehicle mode to give it a like dual exhaust look, but also could be like a small bottom of a jetpack. So you turn them around on the back side here, and you see how this is molded. It will just fit right in. See this little middle tab will go right in here in this black. There's a gap there. It's hard to see. Helps if I can hold on to the piece, and we'll just tabs right in. And so then it looks like he's got a little jetpack going on there, so he wants to take off. I do like the look of the filler pieces. I know it's not a great match because they are a bright white, but it kind of breaks up some of the figure. I kind of wish the white on the figure was this color white, because I think that would just look a little bit better. Instead we got this dull off-white, almost like a dirty white, whereas this is a bright white, which I think looks better against the black and the red than the dull off-white on the actual figure does. Now I will transform this figure and see if the filler kit will allow transformation. Okay, here is Siege Sideswipe in vehicle mode, and to let you know what I had to take off. Of course, I had to take off the thruster pack because that is in the way, and it will go somewhere else in the vehicle mode. Now, the spoilers just fell out on their own. That one because it was loose. The other one, just as I kept jarring the figure, eventually came out as well. Now you have to remove the forearm bits to get the hands to fold in correctly. I figured those would probably have to go. And I forgot about this, but these do have to go. The pieces of the filler kit that filled in right here on the back side of the arm, that tab, right, that little gap there is used for the tab in vehicle mode. So these both have to also be removed. So you have to remove each of those little forearm pieces. You have to remove the two back pieces, and of course you have to move the pieces that fill in the inner shins as well, and I figured those would have to. So what we want to do now in vehicle mode though is take this back thruster piece, and what it's going to do now is tab in back here on the back of the vehicle mode, and it's going to do it a little bit differently this time. As you can see, there's this little angle here, it comes down, so you want to turn it this way to where it matches that. These two little gaps right here, there are two sort of tab pieces here in the back, and that will just line up, and you'll just tab that on that way, and that fills in the back of the vehicle mode. We're going to move all these pieces I had to remove to the side, We'll put that in so you can see it a little bit better. And I do like the look of that in the back. I think it adds a little extra flair to the back of the Sideswipe. And now we'll just go ahead and tab back in the spoilers so we can see that as well. And there is the back part of the vehicle mode. And I think this looks really good. The back piece that could be a jetpack in robot mode or the back dual exhaust in car mode can support blast effects. Now the pieces that actually tab on right here, these are actually part of the filler kit. I'm going to see if they hinder any of the vehicle mode. It seems like they do. Let's make sure I got this all in. I think they hang down just a little bit too much and that the tires don't fully rest. It seems to be scraping and a little off the... Yeah, it sort of hinders a little bit on the wheels. They kind of come down just a little bit too much. Of the clearance is almost perfectly even with the bottoms of the wheels. So those might have to be removed if you're wanting to roll this sucker around everywhere. Now the filler kit is pretty much made if you leave your figures in robot mode 99.9% of the time, and you want them to look good on the shelf and not be hollow bots. And that's pretty much what the filler kits are for. And I'll leave the ones that can stay probably on, and pretty much my figures will stay in robot mode. And if I do put them in vehicle mode, it would still just be to sit mostly, most of the time on the shelf like this. And so these pieces here will not hinder me at all. And you can still tap the weapon in vehicle mode right here. So he has his large cannon ready to blast Decepticons. Alright, so anyway, you can find this kit from Laser Moon Studios. I will leave the link to their Facebook page, which is how I purchased this item, is through contact on their Facebook page, down in the description below, so you can check them out. I want to say thanks for watching this video. Until the next one, peace out.